Hey everybody, Bill Knutson here for New York Sports with an Attitude. Well, long day at the ballpark in New York just ended. Mixed bag. First game, a lot of excitement. The way it went down. First, we have some news. Frazier went on the DL today. So we did a whole bunch of moving, sending people down, bringing people up. We sent Flexen down. I said after what I knew would be a horrible performance and loss yesterday, and it was, I knew we were going to send him down. I didn't know Frazier was going on the DL, but I knew Flexen was going to get sent down, and he did. And we brought up several guys. Ty Kelly, who's no good. P.J. Conlon, who's no good. Jacob Rame, who's no good. So we sent one guy down that's no good and brought three guys up that are no good. So that's +2 back at the major league level that are no good. And we brought up a kid who's going to make his major league debut on Tuesday. His name is Drew Gagnon. Don't really know anything about him, so I can't really comment about him. Hopefully he's great, and hopefully he's, on our pitching staff for a long time because he's really good. Hopefully, we'll see. But, we sent a bad guy down and brought three bad guys back up, so typical. All right, to game one. Cabrera hits a home run in the first inning. Okay, beautiful. Tied the game after we fell behind early with Wheeler pitching. Okay. He also had an RBI double in the third. Hit one off the wall. Gave us a 3-2 lead after Nimmo had scored on Bautista's single, and then the center fielder made an error, allowed Nimmo to score, and that's when Cabrera doubled him home. All right, so we're up 3-2 after 3 innings, and Wheeler couldn't hold that lead either. Ended up not very good. Didn't even make it through 5 innings, especially in a doubleheader. You need your starter to go a long way, because you need your bullpen for 2 games. Of course, he doesn't even make it through 5 innings. I said yesterday, I wasn't expecting anything good from Oswalt. We'll get to him in the second game. And Wheeler has been pitching a bit better lately, but very inconsistent. So I wasn't expecting a lot from him today. Didn't get much. 4 2/3, 3 runs. But, I wasn't expecting the Mets offense to do anything against Eflin. And he only went 5 innings, and we got 3 runs off of him. Like I said, Cabrera drove in a couple of runs. We got a run on an error off of Bautista's hit. So we let Wheeler off the hook. He wasn't horrible, but he wasn't anywhere near good either. So it was 3-3. After like the 4th inning, I think it was 3-3. And what was a surprise is the bullpen came in. 4 1/3 innings, no runs by the Mets bullpen. I mean, that's a miracle right there. Lugo was excellent, 2 2/3 innings. Gesellman, Lugo came in and walked 3 guys, walked the bases loaded. But Gesellman bailed him out, got the last 2 outs. And nobody scored. Familia came in the 9th, 1, 2, 3. Peterson in the 10th to keep it at a tie game. And then if you didn't watch, Wilmer Flores, as he's prone to do, hit one off the left field pole for a game-winning home run. So it was a beautiful thing in game 1. We've had very few good games all year, but this was fun. The first game of the doubleheader, was good. I wasn't expecting the Mets to do much against Eflin, but we got to him for 3 runs. And bullpen kept us at 3. Kept the game 3-3 all the way through and through the 10th inning until Mr. Clutch. When the walk-offs are on the line, he's one of the guys you want up. So first game was really good. Then we get to the second game. All right. So we have Oswalt, who I had no confidence in because the few starts he had and whatever was batting practice, just like, Flexen and, the other guys. So, a bunch of the other guys. So I had no confidence that he was going to do anything. After 4 innings, he's throwing a perfect game. I'm like, okay, I'm really surprised. Okay, wasn't surprised that Nola, the pitcher for the Phillies, was completely shutting us down. That's what I expected him to do. I watched him his years at LSU. He was really good. I knew he'd get drafted high. And when the Phillies took him, I said, they're going to get a star. And it took a couple of years, really, until this year, but he's a star now. So I knew the Mets weren't going to do anything against him. So all of a sudden, it's no score after 4. Oswalt's not only throwing a shutout, but a perfect game. And in the 5th inning, it unraveled. I was kind of waiting, hoping it wouldn't happen, but I was expecting the other shoe to drop. And in the 5th inning, it did. He walked the first 2 batters. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But to his credit, he got the next 2 guys out. Okay? And then an intentional walk to load the bases to bring up Nola. I don't know if you know, Nola's an excellent pitcher, but he doesn't hit at all. So he comes up with 2 outs, bases loaded in the 5th inning of a scoreless game. Nola with a career .066 batting average. And of course they did the right thing. They walked the bases loaded to get to this guy that can't hit. First pitch, hits one right down the right field line. 3-run double. Game was over. Even though it was only the 5th inning, I said, it's 3-0. They're totally demoralized, giving up a 3-run double to a pitcher that can't even hit. And I knew the game was over because we weren't going to do anything against Nola. We did absolutely nothing. He pitched 7 innings, struck out 10, gave up 1 hit. We were toast. And we got to the 9th inning. You know, first 2 guys got out in the 9th. We're down 3-0. Again, the bullpen did a good job. In the second, both games, bullpen didn't give up a run. So it was good, and the starting pitching wasn't horrible. I mean, Oswalt wasn't great. He ended up 6 innings, 3 runs. It's not great. But when you're perfect for 4 innings, it just fell apart on him in the 5th. But in the 9th inning, first 2 guys got out for us, but didn't give up. Nimmo got hit by a pitch. Flores doubled him home. Conforto walked. But then Mesoraco struck out. And yeah, I figured we were dead in the 5th inning when that pitcher got the 3-run double. But I was still hoping in the 9th we could pull out a miracle. But it wasn't to be. So had the great walk-off in the first game and a big letdown in the second game. So we split the doubleheader, but I was kind of expecting to lose the doubleheader, truth be told. But the way it happened, it ended up a disappointing night because we just got totally shut down in the second game after the big high of the first game. It was a big letdown in the second game. But we got this kid, Drew Gagnon, Tuesday night, making his major league debut. Hopefully a star will be born. I certainly have doubts because our minor league system, I'm not aware of anything that's any good down there. But hopefully I just didn't know about this rising star. That's what I'm hoping for. But we'll find out Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, against the Phillies. All right, well, I'm kind of on a downer now. The second game just ended a few minutes ago. I was on a big high after the first one, but what can you do? At least they got a split. I was kind of expecting to lose both games, so I guess there's the glass half full. Alright, so subscribe to the show when you get a chance. If you haven't already, please do that. In closing, have a great night. You probably won't see this till tomorrow morning, but hope you had a great night. Have a great Tuesday, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.